Hi everyone, Allie here from The Family Meeple, and welcome back to our 2022 board game Advent Countdown. This countdown is featuring the 24 top new to me games that I played in 2022. The games on this list are not necessarily published in 2022. In fact, most of them were not. They just had to be something that I played for the first time in 2022. Today we are getting into the top 10 of the games that I played. If you haven't seen the earlier videos in the series, I encourage you to check the description below and click the link to go back and start at number 24. Coming in today to kick off our top 10 is the Grand Carnival, which was published by Uproarious Games and Fowers Games. It was designed by Rob Kramer and artwork is by Ryan Goldsberry. The Grand Carnival is a tile placement game. The game features both square tiles and polyomino tiles. In this game, unlike many tile placement games, you will be playing on 2 layers of tiles. So each player will get their own individual player board, and through the course of the game, you will be drafting square tiles which form the foundation of your fairgrounds. Then, once you've created a foundation with the square tiles, you'll also be drafting polyomino tiles that represent the attractions at your carnival. This game is really unique in the way that you will draft the tiles and take actions. Your player board has 5 locations on the side, and you will have 5 meeples or character tokens to use. Each round, you will be taking 5 total actions. The strength of your actions is dependent on which of the 5 spaces you choose to use that turn. So for example, if I choose to use my number 1 space, I can take a lesser or a weaker action on my turn. I can draw a random foundation tile from the top and then clear out the face-up display of foundation tiles from the draft board. Or I can take a size 1 attraction, which is just a single square attraction tile that only covers 1 space. Or I can also move patrons from the entrance into my carnival, but only 1 space. On the other hand, if I use the number 5 action location on my turn, I can take any of the tiles face up in the display from the foundation options, or I can still take one of the tiles blind from the draw pile. I can also take a level 5 or size 5 attraction or anything smaller. I can take a 5, a 4, a 3, anything I want I can take. And I can move a patron up to 5 spaces into my carnival. You might ask, why would you want to move patrons into your carnival? Well, you will get bonus points for getting the patrons all the way up to the end at the big top. But more importantly, you want to be moving patrons into your carnival so that they can ride all of the rides that you're placing. All of the rides that you place should have a patron come and visit them by the end of the game. When a patron stops next to a ride, they will place a ticket on the ride. Each ride can hold the number of tickets equal to the size of the attraction. All of the tickets are going to be worth points at the end as well. There's quite a few different scoring conditions. One of them is the number of tickets in your park or your carnival. Another one is based on how many of a certain size of attraction you have. If you have one of all of the different sizes of attractions, like I said, people making it all the way up to the big top tent at the top of your board will also earn you points. The Grand Carnival plays from 1 to 4 players, and I have played it quite a bit in 2022, including introducing it to several new players. I introduced this game to people at the Dice Tower Retreat, as well as several of my friends on our ladies' game night. This one was a huge hit with everyone I introduced it to. Brandon and Lexi from All Aboard Gamer actually ended up buying a copy for themselves after the Dice Tower Retreat. My mom has played it a couple of times, and my friends that I introduced it to at game night actually wanted to play it back to back because they enjoyed it so much. I also played this as part of my solo challenges, so I've played the solo quite a bit, and it was one of my favorites for solo also. It is very, very fast to set up. The scoring works a little bit differently in the solo, but not too much. It is essentially just an efficiency puzzle in the solo. Your goal is to meet all of the objectives throughout the game and essentially try to fill your whole carnival board, because in the solo you are basically losing points for not completing things, and your goal is basically just to get a positive score and not end up in the negatives. So that is my number 10 pick, the Grand Carnival. It's an excellent tile placement and polyomino tile game. If you have not heard of this, I highly recommend you take a look at it and see if it's one you think you would enjoy playing as well. Thanks so much for joining us again today, and we will be back tomorrow continuing the countdown with number 9. Until then, we hope that you continue to have a great holiday season. Feel free to like and subscribe to this video. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for additional content throughout the holiday season and all year round. Until next time, thanks for stopping in. Bye.